David, are you coming to my 15th anniversary party?
I'll give it my best shot,
No,
Michael.
no, the other thing.
Oh, okay. If we hire Cirque du Soleil as salaried employees, will that help us with the year-end tax stuff?
I think he hung up.
No.
I just got
Great question, Michael. I mean, the answer is yeah, but only because you have to pay out more money. But is that the best decision? So let's break your question into two parts. First off, by year-end tax stuff, I assume you mean lowering your taxable income as much as possible, so that you pay the IRS as little as you're allowed and really stick it to them. Of course, you naturally want to give the government as little of your money as possible. That makes sense. But let's think about how we accomplish that. Whether it's a business income tax on business income at the business level, which I assume is the case for your C corporation, or personal income tax at the individual level for pass-through business income. Either way, income tax is assessed using a percentage of tax applied to your income earned. And if it's personal income tax, that percentage depends on the total amount of income earned from all sources by you and your spouse during the year. But let's say you're married, and together you and your spouse have an AGI of $250,000. That'd be pretty sweet, right? Every dollar earned over $175,000 is taxed at 24%. So that means for every dollar that you spend at year end to save on taxes, you're saving about 24 cents on the dollar. So buy the whole company new computers for $10,000, you reduced your tax bill by only $2,400. Yikes. That doesn't seem like such a great deal to me. Personally, I'd rather save the $10,000, have my tax bill be $2,400 higher, and use the $7,600 for myself, however I want. A good rule of thumb is to accelerate a large purchase like new computers or another piece of equipment only if you're going to have to make the purchase in the next 2 to 3 months. So buy up things at year end if you're going to buy them anyway before February of the next year. Otherwise, don't rush to buy them because you'll get that tax deduction next year anyway. And don't buy things or pay for expenses that you don't need just to reduce your taxable income. That's such a waste of money. Now, about hiring people that work for you as salaried employees as opposed to subcontractors to save on taxes, and that's the specific strategy in question here. The short answer is that paying an employee or another vendor results in no tax difference. An expense is an expense. $1,000 paid to an advertising agency or social media coach is deducted the same way as a $1,000 payment to a subcontractor for providing an incredible performance at your company event. And deductions are also taken the same way if you pay a $1,000 payment to your admin through payroll. So from a tax standpoint, it doesn't help your company to put someone on payroll. In fact, once they're on payroll, you need to pay a portion of their Social Security and Medicare taxes. We usually tell clients to estimate payroll taxes being about 10 to 12% of the employee's salaries. And that's the amount you'll have to pay out to cover your portion of their payroll taxes. So a $1,000 payment to them will cause a total cash outflow of the business of about $1,100, which means it will cost you more money to put them on payroll. Which I guess does technically mean you'd pay less in taxes. You'd save like $20 in income taxes by putting that extra $100 out. But again, more cash output than tax savings is not good for me. So save your money. It's more valuable to you than the tax savings. It's a good question, Michael. It's one a lot of people have, but unfortunately, there's no bonus at the federal or state level for hiring employees as opposed to subcontractors, which would be the easiest way that I can see it ever being more beneficial to stack up your W-2 employees on payroll. If you found this video helpful, we're real accountants and CPAs who work with hundreds of small business owners just like you every day. Check us out at engagecpas.com to see if we're a good fit for your business. We also have business courses available to help small business owners understand their business. They're for you to learn about your financials, your taxes, how to pick the right entity, tax myths, and everything else about your business. Learn at your own pace. Check those courses out on the Education tab on our website. You can also find us on Instagram at Engage CPAs.